Hello, partners and friends. We would like to welcome you today to our new session of HR Pro The Drive, Leading Higher Productivity, featuring a Master International Trainer, the +1 mentor, Engineer Youssef Khoury. He is the creator of the world-class tool, The Planner Matters, with the 10+1 matters for a more balanced and successful happy life, and the practical technique, plan, scan, and do the best +1 you can. Mr. Khoury is the owner and president of MLR Matters International USA, making leadership reality worldwide. He has more than 20 years of worldwide experience and continuous success. He conducted trainings in Lebanon, Egypt, KSA, UAE, Kuwait, Qatar, UK, USA, and many other countries. He tailored more than 16 professional trainings. I will mention some of them: time matters, team building, clear communication and active listening with positive influence, conflict resolution with full brain feedback and NLP, reasonable negotiation, strategic planning, successful problem solving and rational decision making, pure emotional intelligence with NLP, and professional selling matters. For more information, please visit his website on mattersonline.com and his LinkedIn page, Youssef Khoury Matters. Mr. Khoury, the floor is all yours.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much, Antoine, for this very humbling and very lovely introduction. I feel really, I'm blushing. I feel very humbled. Thank you so much. And it's a pleasure and honor to be with the HR Pro Drive tonight, talking and discussing the 10+1 matters for a balanced and successful life, happy life, in order to really lead a higher productivity. So I want to go straight into the subject, because we will need every minute, especially that we're talking about, being productive. So I'm going to go straight to the very important question. I know I see, I'm going to share with you the PowerPoint slide, and we go from there and start asking questions, because I like this to be a very interactive webinar. Leading higher productivity with the 10+1 matters. Now we're going to discover the 10+1 matters together, because it's all about common sense. But first, I would like to ask you, how many of you really would like to have a balanced and happy and successful life?
All of us.
All of you, okay.
All of us, yes.
I always like to ask this question, because I make people accountable for the commitments they make. Many people say, I want this, I like to have this, but yet they don't do whatever it takes to make it happen. We are going to see together how easy it is and how common sense it is to really live, in reality. That's why I call it also making leadership reality, and leadership starts within yourself. How to lead yourself and be really leading a happy and successful, balanced life. I discovered the 10+1 matters 20 years ago, and I started asking people in my workshops, what does it really, take to really have a balanced life? And I found out that people all over the world, they have three very, major top matters, three important matters that they talk about always in order to have a balanced life. You have to give time for who, and for who, or for what, and for what. Let me ask you, in order to have a balanced life, you have to give time for who, and for who, and for who as top priority.
For myself, my family, and my colleagues, I think.
Self and family.
Yeah. And colleagues. Work, yes.
Work.
In work, yes.
So you already mentioned the four out of the 10 plus one matters. Now, to make it more interesting, I put all the 10 plus one matters in the F word. They all start with the F letter. And, many people ask me, why did you choose to have them all start with the F words? And they start laughing. I tell them because life is full of F words, but these we're going to discover are the 10 plus one F words that really matters to have a happy, successful, and balanced life. So who was it who replied? I didn't, Shireen?
Shireen, yes.
Shireen,
yes. Shireen.
You replied with the 4 out of 10 plus 1 F words. Now, self and family. Now, family is starting with the letter F, and colleague and work.
Yeah.
If I want to put them more in priorities, and I'm asking everybody now, between self, family, colleagues, and work, which one should be your number one priority?
I think it's family.
What do you think, everyone?
Self, family, work, colleague.
Yes, which one is the number one?
Self.
Self for me.
Shireen said family. Antoine is saying self.
And I will say family.
Ladies say family.
Family. We're gonna make some really tough decisions now. Not too tough, but we're gonna rely on common sense. What other participants say? Between family, colleague, work, and self, which one should be number one?
Okay, Emil said self. Alexandros said self too.
Okay, so we have 3 against 1 so far.
No.
Now, Shireen, let me convince you.
Hazem also self.
Okay, so that's 5.
Maya self.
Shireen,
self.
I need to convince you now. The right answer
Leia self.
But you have to be convinced. And in order to convince you, I'm sure you have traveled.
Yeah.
Okay. When you travel, 1 second.
Okay.
When you travel, okay, they give you the safety instructions in case of emergency. They tell you to take care of whom first?
Myself.
Take care of yourself first, and then take care of whom. And you know what's the very basic common sense principle behind it?
No.
Well, if you are not,
I think because if I make myself secure, it may help in others to be also secure. Because if I make any bad decision, it may reflect on others. Even if I want to make my family safe, but I may make some mistakes that harm all of my family.
So do you agree now? Are you convinced now that really taking care of yourself first will help you be able to take care of others?
Practically yes, but as a mother, I can't do something like that.
Okay.
It will also be forever. It will be my priority is my family.
You cannot yet, but by the end of this webinar, this short webinar, you are going to be convinced that you will be able to.
I hope that.
and keep in mind, if you are able to take care of yourself and have a balanced, successful, happy life, you are going to reflect that on others and be able to take care of others for others to also have a balanced, successful, and happy life. And I'm going to discuss it with you today, right now, in a very brief, common sense way, and you are going to be convinced, I bet you.
Yes.
So let's take care of ourselves first. And we are doing this in order to take care of others. Look at what's happening now with COVID-19 all over the world. If you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be able to take care of others. If you don't protect yourself, you are going to be making others in danger. So we are going to take care of ourselves. Now, if I want to practically take care of myself, what are the 3 things that we should be doing. And again, these three things, simple things, are what people all over the world always tell me. I do this workshop from Lebanon to USA, you know, in the Arab countries and in Europe. And every time I ask this question for 20 years, people tell me three things. In order to take care of ourselves, we have to do what and what and what. If you really want to take care of yourself, of your fitness, of your health, what do you need to do? Three very simple things. In order for me to take care of myself, I need to do what?
Set goals first, individual goals.
Do what?
Realize my needs.
I have to do what?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I'm hearing some people, but I didn't understand what they said. In order to take care of yourself, what do you have to do? Three things that you really have to do. Very simple things. Nothing is complicated.
I think it's sleep, eat.
Sleep, eat.
Yeah, and have fun.
We're coming to fun.
Travel,
But
or.
to tell you the truth, fun is the number 5. Fun is the number 5 in having a 10+1 balanced, happy, successful life. So we remember the fun. I'm gonna write it down.
Raymond said, eat well, sleep well, and sports. Leia, eat well, sleep well, basic needs. Maya, take care of the mind, the body, and the spirit. Hassan, set goals. Alexandros, drink water, eat, sleep. Maya, a simpler answer, eat, love, pray. Nice answer.
This is wonderful. Everything I'm hearing is music to my ears. And everything you are saying is correct. We are going to put them in the right order. Okay? Everything you guys said is correct. Now, to take care of your fitness, we are going to simplify it and go straight to the 3 things that everybody say. It's sleep well, eat healthy, and exercise. Now, many people say, I don't have time to exercise. And I tell them, if you cannot, you see, by exercising, you are going to get energy. By eating food, calorie is energy. And by sleeping, you gain energy. And everything you need to do during the day to be productive, to go back to leading higher productivity, everything you do during the day, and in order to be productive, it takes your energy. It's going to take some of your energy. And you cannot give energy if you don't have energy, if you are not filled up with energy. So you need to fill up with energy first in order to spend your energy during the day and be productive. Otherwise, with no energy, things are going to take longer than it needs. By sleeping well, people say we need to sleep 6, 7, 8 hours. If you sleep more than this, this is laziness. If you sleep less than this, you are really depriving your body from sleeping, and that's not good. Eating healthy, we all know what does this mean, eating healthy. Now, every now and then you eat some greasy food, some fries, some burgers, and some, that's okay, but don't make it a habit. Okay, go back and eat healthy food and fruits. And then the exercise, like to go back to exercising, people tell me I don't have time to exercise. I'll tell them the minute you wake up, try to exercise by stretching for 5 minutes, jump like, if you are jumping on the rope, but without a rope, okay? Try to do a 5 minutes exercise in the morning. Now, going back to Shireen and the time with the family, when you wake up in the morning, if you give time, 5 minutes for yourself in the morning, your family is going to look at you and say, Mom, what are you doing? Or, they're going to ask you, what are you doing? So you're going to tell them, I'm taking care of myself, and I wish you guys join me. And it is going to be time for yourself and time for the family and a lot of energy for everybody. And it's going to make it a lot of fun. So try it tomorrow. When you wake up, try to take 5 minutes for your fitness and do some exercise. Okay. I'm not going to take longer than this because it's simple. Fitness is number 1 in the 10+1 matters for a balanced and happy and successful life. Taking care of your fitness. And it is as easy as sleeping 6, 7, 8 hours, eating healthy food, the majority of the time, and exercising at least 5-10 minutes in the morning. The minute you wake up, exercise by stretching, give yourself some time to do some exercise, and then take care of the next F that is important in our life, which is what? After you take care of yourself and your fitness, we need to take care of
Family.
Shireen. Now it is the
Family.
family. Now
Family.
it is the family time.
Yeah.
We are going to wake them up if they are not woke up, if they didn't woke up yet, and we are going to have some time with them, have some Nescafe, some coffee or whatever, in the morning, some
And
tea.
feed them.
Some tea. I'm
Feed
sorry.
them. Feed them.
Feed them, exactly. Give them
Feed
some
them.
food, feed them, take care of them, So this is the family time. If you don't give time for your family, you feel bad. If you don't give time for yourself, you are going to feel bad. And you know what? They say that the number one reason why people are unproductive is because they feel bad about what they are doing to themselves and what they are doing to the family. Or if I want to say it correctly, what they are not doing to themselves and what they are not doing to their family. And the feeling of being, less or the feeling of not being able to do what needs to be done to you or to your family will make you lose your energy, will give you some negative energy, and that will lead to unproductive, day. So you need to basically give time for yourself. 5 minutes, at least you will tell yourself, I gave time to myself 5 minutes. When you give time for your family, at least you will say, I gave time for the family. And after you do this, and your mind is settled, you took care of your family, and also you took care of yourself. Normally, we go to take care of what? Now it's time to take care of what?
Financials, maybe.
Okay, exactly. So that's why we go to work, after, we wake up, we take care of ourselves, we take care of the family, and then we go to work to take care of our financials. Exactly. That's the third F in the 10+1 matters. So take care of your fitness. I'm going to give you a test at the end. Take care of your fitness, take care of your family, and we know how, okay? 3 things for your fitness, 1 or 2 things, or maybe 3 things for your family that are very common sense. We know what needs to be done to take care of our family. Just give them quality time and cherish those beautiful moments instead of, having time of looking at the negative side of the things. Let's look at the positive side of the things going on. And then we will be able to take care of our financials. No matter how tough it is, taking care of our financials, if I want to simplify it, how can I have a really balanced financial life? A balanced financial life, it means what? If I make $100, it means if I want to be balanced, if I make $100, how much should I spend? To stay in balance.
About 80% and the 20% to be saved.
Exactly. So let's not complicate things. And we are going to see when I start using my financial income wisely and spend wisely, the financial income is going to increase because I am not perturbed. I'm not really worried about, the financials. I'm not worried about my family. I'm not worried about myself. So I am really in balance, and then I will have more opportunities to get more money. But if I am always worried, people look around, and they see me always worried, always not, not balanced, okay? They are not going to be happy or pleased to do business with me. And this is gonna make me lose money instead of make more money. So whatever I make financially, I'm going to say to myself, at least take 10%, and put them in the saving. Now, if you say 20%, if you can make it the 80-20 rule on the financial, that's even better. But at least take 10% and put it, and live with the 90%. I tell people all over the world that 90, when I studied in USA, 90, and now, in most American schools, 90 is A. It's an A grade. So you are still living in A standard at 90% of your salary, okay? And saving the 10% for the tough time or for the time whenever you need. By doing so, now I can go to work and really start working and being productive. Now, before I tell you how to work productively and being successful at work, I'm going to finish the first 5 matters for the balanced life. To have a balanced life, take care of your fitness, take care of your family, take care of your financials by the 10-90 or the 20-80, 80-20 rule. And then number 4, we need to take care of what or of whom in order to stay balanced. I remember Shireen said my colleagues, and I told her you already hit 4 out of the 10. So basically, the 4th F is
My
for
fellow. My fellow.
your fellows or your friends, okay? Your friendships. Now, to tell you the truth, especially now with social media, we have tons and thousands of friends, you know. But if you really want to look at it, who are your real friends? Who are the people that will make you really productive and give you some energy? Are they the people who put you up, or are they the people who put you down? Are they the people who comment with positive comments, or they comment on your social media with negative comments? Who are the people who give you really a balanced and happy and successful life? Which kind of friends?
Up and positive.
The fun and the positive friends. So I really would like you to take a look at your friends list, your friends circle, and take a minute and find out for yourself, who are your real friends? Who are the people that deserve to take some of your time, who make you more productive and lead to higher productivity, instead of, you know, bombarding your brain with negative thoughts and negative complaints and blaming you and telling you things that you don't, you know, that really waste your time. When you take a look at those people, at these, you know, friends, and take, you know, I always tell the people, you know, it's very easy, control, alternate, delete. People who are negative around you, it's time to say no more. I only want friends who are genuine friends, positive people, okay? And control, alternate, delete out of your life all the negative people. Don't surround yourself with negative people. There is a big difference between someone who is concerned about you and who will give you a comment or will give you a really genuine feedback, okay, and someone who is always telling you negative comments and telling you negative, you know, negative things about you, or putting negative comments about you. Again, I don't want to talk too much about this because I have plenty of things to talk about regarding how to really lead the balanced life and the successful life. But I want you to stop on the 4 things: fitness, family, finance, and friends. And for each one of them, I told you a little hint. For fitness, wake up, do 5 minutes, you know, exercise, sleep well, and eat healthy food. For family, really make it, you know, make it like a cherished time to spend quality time with your family. You know, in the morning especially, you know, have quality time with your family. And during the day, it doesn't, you know, doesn't hurt to, you know, call the family, especially now with, you know, with the social media and with the WhatsApp and all the technology available. You can very quickly connect with the family and say, hi, how are you? How is it going? You know, I wish you a great day. All the best, +1. And also spend time with your people at work, and take care of your financials, you know, so that you will be more productive and secure the income and save 10% of this income for the finance. And then at the end, time with the friends, and make sure that you spend time with positive friends, and all the negative people, control, alternate, delete out of your life. This is how you go to the 5th F in the 10+1 matters for the balanced and successful life, which is the fun that you also mentioned. And it's very easy to have a fun life. I tell people, count your blessings, don't count your troubles. And when you count your blessings, you are always feeling happy. You will say, thanks God, at least, you know, this is happening. Thanks God, at least I have this, and feel good about it. And be, you know, look at the cup, you know, like they say, you know, do you see the cup full, you know, half full or half empty? I like to see the cup always half full and say, thanks God, at least my cup is half full. Be happy and be thankful for God. And when you are happy, your brain will function better. So when I say, have fun, I'm not saying have fun and keep smiling regardless of all the things that are very challenging around us. We all know that we have a lot of challenges, but by being so worried about the challenges, the brain will not function right. If you feel happy and feel thankful for God and be cool in your brain, then your brain will be able to function properly. And I give you a very, very easy example. We all remember when we were in school, we used to go to the exam room when we have an exam. And the minute we walk into the exam room, were you happy to go to the exam room or unhappy?
Afraid.
And when we are afraid, are we happy or unhappy?
Unhappy, of course, unhappy.
Unhappy. And the minute you walk in afraid and unhappy, okay, you will be studying all night long. You think that you know all the answers, but the minute you get the test, do you remember all the all the exam questions to reply correctly or no?
No.
The minute you leave the exam room, what happens?
I released. I start to bring back my life or to be happy again because I have closed
what happens with the exam questions that you did not answer correctly? The minute you leave the exam room, what happens?
I'm unhappy about it.
And do you remember them? Do you remember the correct answer or you forget the
Yeah. About the door of the exam room, I remembered everything.
Okay.
It happened to me in ثانوية عامة.
I'm sure everybody is saying the same thing, internally, even though you're not speaking, out loud, because it happens all over the world. People say, the minute I leave the exam room, all of a sudden I remember what was the correct answer. And I feel bad that I did not answer the correct answer correctly. And I tell people, why do you think you forgot? Why do you think you did not reply? You did not do the exam correctly? And they say, because I was not happy, I was under pressure, I was afraid. When we are afraid, when we are under pressure, when we are not happy, the brain is not going to really think full brain. We all know we have left brain and right brain, and the left brain and the right brain, actually there are left full brain operation. When we relax, we go back to a full brain operation. That's why I tell people to be happy. Be happy because we want to be wise. We want to find the right answers to face the challenges in life, to face them correctly and be successful. So, having said that, be happy. And I'm gonna tell you a very, short story. It's from a book called How to Stop Worrying and Start Living by Dale Carnegie. And I did, a little twist to it, my way. There is this guy who God gave him a lemon. And this guy was saying to God, a lemon? You give me a lemon? Everybody else, you gave them, I don't know what, a beautiful car, and a beautiful house, a beautiful job, excellent, and everything is excellent in their life. And me, you give me just a lemon? This guy kept nagging and nagging and nagging about the lemon that God gave him. And then all of a sudden, after a while, the lemon got rotten and he was going to throw the lemon out. And he saw his neighbor. His neighbor was going out from the mansion, towing his big boat, with his car. So he looked at him and said, look at you, neighbor. God loves you so much. He gave you all of this. For me, God only gave me the lemon. And look what happened to the lemon. It's rotten now. I'm going to throw it away. So his neighbor told him, 1 second, my dear. God did not give me all of this. God, like you, gave me a lemon first. The thing is, when God gave me a lemon, I said, thank you, God. And I was so happy that God gave me at least a lemon. And the minute I said, thank you, God, I was so happy and my brain started to think, because I was in a full brain operation. And my brain started to think, what can I do with this lemon? So he took the lemon. He said, God gave me the lemon. I'm sure God gave me something that is useful. So he took the lemon and he chopped it in half. He looked at the lemon and his brain, full brain operation, was wondering, what can I do with this lemon? He tasted it. It was a little bitter. And then he said, no way God will give me something bitter. I'm sure God gave me something that I can do something very positive with it. So he squeezed the lemon and he added water to it. When he added the water, he drank a little bit and he said, it's not as bitter as before, but it's still a little bitter. I'm sure I can do something with it. And I'm sure also, I trust God that God gave me something that is very useful. And he wants me to do something with it, but it's up to my brain to figure out what it is. And he said, maybe I can add some sugar to it. So he added a little sugar to it to make it, sweeter. And he drank from it and he said, this is really good now, And as he was doing this, another neighbor passed by and the neighbor told him, what are you doing? He said, you know what? God gave me the lemon. I was wondering what I can do with it. I chopped it in half, squeezed it, added some water, some sugar. I tasted it. It looks very good. Do you want to taste it? So he gave him the other half, squeezed it, add some water to it, some sugar, and give it to the neighbor. And the neighbor said, wow, that's wonderful. Can I have some more tomorrow? I'll pay you for it. And the guy said, okay, how much you want? They agreed on this, on the price. He paid him. And the next day he got more lemons, chopped them, squeezed them, add water to it, add sugar to it, and he started selling the neighbor. And the neighbor was, giving the lemon, with water and sugar to other people. And people were thinking, where did you get this from? And he asked him, what are we going to call it? God gave you a lemon and I made lemonade. So he started making, lemonade for all the neighborhood and selling lemonade for all the neighborhood. And this is how he made more and more money. The minute you have something from God, instead of looking around and blaming people and blaming God for not giving you what you really want like other people, take what you have, which is a blessing, and make something out of it. And I tell people, this is my twist to the story. God gave us all, our unique fingerprints. If we take this and squeeze them and put some water from our own sweat, from our own productivity into it, and if we put some sweet, spirit and personality out of our own personality into it, our work will be presented to our neighbors, to our colleagues, to our fellow, and I am sure they are going to pay us for it with a lot more to be more and more successful in our life. This is why I tell people, be happy. Be happy to be wise, to think and trust God and be happy and be thankful. That's why I tell people, have fun. Take care of yourself, take care of your fitness, take care of your family, take care of your financials, and also take care of your friends, your good friends, and have fun. Because with those 5 things, you are in balance to take care of the rest to be more successful. What do you think about the 5 first, the 5 F words?
I think they are essentials in our life to be balanced, to live happy, to have a successful life. If we don't have those 5 F, we will lose something great in our life.
Does anyone agree?
Yes, we do. I agree.
And let me tell you this, if you really, really think about it, these 5 Fs are so easy to really apply in your life, starting now, starting tomorrow morning. I tell people this workshop needs only 1 word to make it happen. 1 word. You know what this 1 word is?
I think it's believe, to believe.
Believe. That's why it's the number 1 F in a successful life. Have faith. Have faith in yourself. I can do it. What Youssef Khoury just told us, is not a secret. What Youssef Khoury just told us is not so complicated. It's so easy. And I'm sure you are saying, it is really very important to have a balanced life, to take care of myself, my fitness, my family, my financials, and save 10%, live with a 90%. I'm still in a standard. Take care of my friends, delete all the negative people around me, and have fun no matter what. Say, thank you, God, I'm happy, and I'm saying this because I want my brain to be full brain. It's very easy. And if you believe you can do it, then the rest is so easy. Because when you have faith in yourself, this is the number one F in the successful life. Have faith in yourself and have faith in God. When you have faith in yourself, you will do your best +1. And God will do the rest +1 and even more. I believe in this so much. I believe about this faith in myself and faith in God, because I know there is no way God created us, okay, without helping us. But he wants us to think full brain and discover our potentials, discover our fingerprints, unique productivity. What are we, okay, trying to do for this life? What is our unique +1 for this life? And when you have faith in this, real faith in this, you can do wonders. And I tell people, plan and scan and do the best +1 you can with a wise smile and full brain feedback, and trust God to do the rest +1 and even more. And I also say at his right time, because I don't want people to be so anxious. I want it now. And when you are so pressuring God and pressuring yourself that you want it now, your brain stops functioning because you're not happy anymore. You're putting pressure on yourself, on God, and everybody around you. Trust God to do the rest +1 and more at his right time. And the right time will come for sure. Do you guys believe in this, in what I just told you? Faith in yourself and faith in God.
Yes.
Okay. People are not better than you. People are doing something better than you. The minute you learn what people are doing, if you like it, you will do copy, paste, and +1, and you do your best +1 and more. So, and for me, by having faith in myself, I know that if someone can do something very successfully, I can go learn what they are doing, find out what they are doing, learn, and then copy paste it and add my own +1 touch. This is by having faith in myself and having faith that I can do it. People are not better than me. People are doing something better than me. I go learn what they are doing and do it and even more. So in order to have faith in myself, all I need to do is learn. Go Google it, Yahoo it, find out, ask your people, ask your positive friends, ask your colleagues, hey, how do you do this? Ask your relatives, how do you do this? I like to do this. I don't know how to do this. I want to be more productive doing this. It takes me too long to do it. You guys do it in half an hour. It takes me half a day. Would you please teach me how you do it? When you learn how people do things and you add your +1 to it, you will do it even better. Do you agree? Do you agree on that?
Yes.
Sure, we agree. Can I add one more thing, if you don't mind?
Yes, sure.
I think we are all given the same gift, which is time. So it's depend on us how we can spend it, how we can, let's say, invest in our time. So we all have 24 hours per day. So it's for us how we spend it, how we can teach ourselves new skills, how we can develop our skills. So it's a gift. We are given the same gift. So it's depending on us to sharpen our soul, how we can sharpen our soul.
Wonderful. Sherbil, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sherbil, if I want to add one more F to the list, it will be fairness. You see, God gave us all 24 hours, like you said. No one has 25 hours. We all have the same amount of time. And in order for us to be more productive, okay, we really need to use our time productively. And to use our time productively, we are going to plan and scan, and I'm going to show you how. But first, I want to make sure that you are in balance. And after you know, we are in balance with myself, with my fitness, with my family, with my financials, with my friends who are probably draining me with negative energy. I want to control, alternate, delete, and stay with positive friends, people who are quality, people who make me grow instead of make me go down. And when I am really having fun and happy and thankful to God, I can start having more and more faith in myself to use my 24 hours productively. So now, when I have the faith in myself, I can learn what people are doing and learn how to do it even better. I learn how to do A, I learn how to do B, I learn how to do C and X, Y, Z. I learned how to do so many things, but can I do them all at the same time? I'm asking you, can we do all of the things that you learned? Can you do them at the same time?
No, it's selective.
We need to select. And the minute we say to ourselves, okay, I know all of these things and I know them very well. But now if I want to be productive, I cannot do all of them. I need to select. Usually when you select, what are you doing? Another F word, a really good, useful F word. What do you need to do? When you are selecting, you are doing what? Out of the A, B, C, X, Y, Z.
Filtering.
Filter.
Filter the important stuff, and when you filter, which one are you going to pick? Between A, B, C, and X, Y, Z, which one are you filtering now? Which one are the most important? Just give me a letter. Out of the A, B, C, X, Y, Z, which one do you want to pick now? You want to filter to say, this is now my most important to work on.
It's A.
That's A. The minute you say A, what are you doing on A?
Focusing on A.
You are focusing on A.
Using
So
A.
I am confident, I have faith, I can do all the A, B, C, and X, Y, Z, but I know I cannot do them. Common sense. I cannot do all of them at the same time unless I have someone to help me, and we'll talk about this later. I cannot do them all myself at the same time. So I need to filter and find out which one is the most important now and start focusing on it. When I focus on A, which you decided to be your number one now, important, super important priority. Common sense says when you focus on A, in order for me to start working on A, I have to put what for A to be accomplished? Is A going to be a one-shot thing, or A is probably many steps to be accomplished?
A plan.
Okay,
Plan.
because usually it is a many steps thing, so we need to put a plan. We need to put a plan. That's why I called it forecast a plan.
Mm-hmm.
So now let us remember the successful F words. First, it starts with having faith in yourself and faith in God. To do your best +1, and God will do the rest +1 and even more. Maya, I believe, raised her hand to say something.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Maya, do you want to say something? I saw you raised your hand.
But who's Maya? We have two Maya online.
Someone raised, a Maya raised.
This is not me.
Okay.
Maya Kamel.
I did.
Okay, Maya, what's your question?
It's a thought, actually. I just wanted to say that now we have time to, it was a thought about the lemon fable, that we can use time for unused lemons and grow somehow, that consider that we can be productive finding some unused lemons or talents or projects. We can integrate them in our schedule, and this is gonna be either fun or help us grow in a certain time. So this was a thought about the story you told us, and it's kind of motivating.
Wonderful. And to tell you the truth, we are going to hit on the subject that you talked about, as the last, F word in the 10 Fs. And you are going to get to it very soon. Okay, we're gonna elaborate on what you just said as the last F in the 10 Fs. Let me tell you, in order to be successful, we are going to have faith in ourselves and learn. This is how you get more faith and more confidence. You learn how to do things because people are not better than you. They are doing something better than you. You learn, you copy, and you do it with a +1. I'm saying it over and over for this to stick and really for you to start working on it. It is as easy as what I am telling you. The minute you learn so many things, you cannot do all of them at the same time. So common sense says I need to filter and start focusing. Which one is the #1 priority? If you say A, I'm gonna focus on A. And for A to be accomplished, it's not a one-shot thing. It's many steps. So I need to forecast a plan, okay, to do A1, A2, A3, A4 until I finish. When I put a plan, I forecast a plan. Usually, how much time does it take me to forecast a plan? I'm asking you, how much time does it take to plan?
Maybe half an hour or 1 hour. It depends on the matters that I'm discussing.
Maybe an hour, okay? To tell you the truth, it might be even less than that. Because most of the time, very quickly, you know what needs to be done before and after, so you plan. And I tell people, when you plan using a planner. Way back in 2000, I created a planner. I called it the Planner Matters. I'm gonna show you my Planner Matters, okay? As a paper planner matters, okay? And the paper planner, I created in 2000, and I kept using it until 2020. Thanks to the printing company, Basil, and a very lovely man who helped me in the design. I was so picky in the design. His name is Mark. We did the planner, and in this planner, I included the 10+1 on top of it. Now, starting in 2021, I decided to have the planner over as an app. And you will see it also. I don't know if you can see it from here. It's too shiny.
It's not clear, too shiny.
Okay. I did. It's not gonna show. Maybe it will show. I did the same planner, okay, with, I will share it with you. I will share it with you so you guys can be able to download it. And I'm working with this, the +1 planner. I'm working with the OSITCOM company to get it done and make it available for people who have been using the planner for 20 years now. And this planner will be the tool to plan and scan and do the best +1 you can. And it will also track if you are really in balance or out of balance. It will track to tell you, okay, what Maya also said, what can you do with the rotten or whatever, you know, the bad lemons? Are you gonna still, you know, carry the bad lemons, or are you going to do something about it? So you have to plan, and planning doesn't take too much time, okay? Whether it is on paper or through an application, it doesn't take too much time. Once you plan, many people say, why do I need to plan? Everything is gonna change anyway. You know, especially in, you know, with things going on now with COVID-19, and, you know, we don't really know exactly what's gonna happen next. And I keep telling them, no matter what, you have to plan. Plan and scan. People who fail to plan to fail. And they will be walking, you know, the minute you have a plan in front of you, your eyes will see the plan, and the brain likes to see an image. If I tell you, you know, for example, if I tell you Corvette or Ferrari, what do you see? Do you see the letters, or do you see an image?
I see the speed.
People see an image, they see the speed. Do you see a car, or do you see the Corvette letters?
Car.
You see the car. And which color is it?
Red.
Red. Okay. You see the brain see the picture, and they see the brain see the picture with all the details. It's red. It's a speeding. It's you know, it's a beautiful car, whatever. The brain likes to see the picture. So when you have a planner and you see your plan on paper, you are helping the brain to see the picture. Many people who are out of focus and they are unproductive, they don't use a planner and they cannot see what they have to do. Their mind is so, you know, out of focus. And you ask them, what do you have to do today? They say, oh my God, I have so many things. And by saying this, they automatically put pressure on themselves. And when the brain is under pressure, what did we say the brain does when they are under pressure?
To stop.
Shut down, okay? The brain will do a shutdown. So you're not going to find
Yeah.
the answer on the exam. So by helping your brain see the picture on the planner, and people will ask you, what do you have today? You'll tell them, well, I have 3 things and I'm focusing on A now. Your brain knows because, you know, you see the picture. So you are more cool, you are more at ease, you are not under pressure, and you will be able to plan and scan accordingly. So you put your plan. After you put a plan, what's the next thing that we need to do?
Procedures to execute this plan.
Execute the plan. I called it fulfill the plan.
Yeah.
So what are the F for successful life? Faith in yourself, focus on the goals, on the important stuff, forecast a plan, and fulfill the plan. And as you are fulfilling the plan, do you think everything is going to be perfectly on schedule?
No, it will need some changes, and we may change the route.
That's why I said you need to scan. And I'm going to show you what's the scan. And I called it the scan dance, like the Shakira scan dance. Okay.
Yeah.
We need to do the scan, okay, in order to see if things are under control or out of control. Are things going within the plan, or I'm moving away from the plan. That's why we are going to come to the number 5, which Maya said. What do we do at the end? We are going to have some feedback. What's happening? Okay, and did I do it right, or I did not do it right? What can I do with the bad stuff that happened? How can I change them to be positive? How can I change them to be more positive, more productive? And you take the time to review and have some feedback. And even the feedback, when I did the feedback, I said it has to be an FEED back for full brain feedback with facts, emotions, expectations, and directions. This is the 4 areas of the brain that will lead you to have a really good review of what you did, full brain feedback, in order to put new directions and a new plan. You plan and scan to do the best +1 you can. With those 10 Fs, many people say, Youssef, this is easy, but I still cannot do it. Like Shireen or other people say, because I have more commitments for my family, I have more commitments to some, I don't know what other excuses they give us, not to really live a balanced and successful and happy life. So what do you think is the +1? In order for us to really apply the 10 Fs, we need one thing, the +1. And it also starts with the letter F. What do you think that is? I wonder if people are typing, because I cannot see the typing.
Patricia said freedom. Maya said face, focus.
I think it's fulfillment, to be dedicated to something.
It starts with the letter F. It was already mentioned right now somehow.
Yeah.
And it is other than the 10 F's that we said. So which F word is left to pick now?
Future thinking, maybe future.
It was mentioned by Patricia. Thank you, Patricia. And I'm really happy that you are also with us. It is the +1 freedom. And it is the freedom, okay, to free yourself from anything that is stopping you from living a real, balanced, happy, successful life. You see, the 10 F's, what are they? Fitness, family, finance, the 10% thing, friends, the positive friends, and have fun, count your blessings, not your trouble, and be happy and be thankful to God. The other 5 for success, faith in yourself and faith in God. Do your best and God will do the rest, +1 and more. Focus on what you have to do. Forecast a plan, fulfill the plan, and get some feedback at the end. Did you do it right, or you need to, fix it if you need to? Those are the 10 F for the balanced, happy, successful life. Are they too difficult? Are they too difficult? Because if you think they are too difficult, I'm gonna tell you, get the freedom, be free, and don't think they are too difficult, because they are not. And all you need to do is be free to do the scan dance. Now, what is the scan dance? You have a plan. You need to do A. And as you are doing A, somebody else will come in and say, hey, I want you to do this for me. And whatever they are asking you for is contradicting with your plan, the plan that you were thinking that you will be able to do it. So what do you do at this time? You need to scan. And by scanning, do you know what the letter S is first? I'm going to give you some, I will do the scan dance, so you will do it with me later, okay? When someone comes in to interrupt you and take you away from your plan, what should you do? It's the S word.
Stop.
Stop them, okay? We need to tell these people, stop a minute, stop for a minute, or please stop if you don't want to be too rude. And the minute you tell them stop, what do you say? The C.
Continue.
Other than continue, before continue, you tell them stop, and you are gonna ask them, I'm not gonna say it. When someone is coming to interrupt you, you tell them, please stop a minute and tell me.
Can we postpone it? Can we?
We need to communicate. We need to communicate, but you communicate by asking them. Let me ask you this. If someone is coming to interrupt you to give you $1 million, will you stop them? Will you tell them go away?
No.
No. But so I don't want people to scan and say stop and stop everybody. I don't want to stop everybody and get them away. I'm going to scan the interruption. And scanning the interruption means stop for a minute and tell me, communicate to me, what do you
need or want?
What do you need? What do you want? And the minute this person will tell me what they need, what they want, I need to do what? The A, SCA. The A is, the minute they tell me what they want, I start doing analyze. And when you analyze, common sense says, you start to analyze if what they want is important or not important. If it is not important, really, if what they are asking you for is totally not important, not relevant, you don't care about it, what are you going to tell this person?
No.
No, I'm not going to do it. And when you say no with a reason. Tell them why it's no. Even the little kid, when you tell a little kid, don't put your hand here, they will tell you why. The minute you tell them why, okay, they stop doing, you know, and whatever you don't want them to do. People are born, they are convinced when you tell them the reason, when you tell them why. So when I tell someone, no, I'm not gonna do it, sorry, and I tell them why. So, but if I found it to be important, they tell me what they want, and I found it to be important. The minute you say this is important matters, what is the next thing I'm gonna start analyzing? Should I do it now? I have A, but should I put A aside and do this, whatever these people are telling me, or should I do it later? So when do you do it now? If whatever they are asking you for is what?
Urgent.
Eh?
Important or urgent.
It's urgent because we already found out that it is important. It is important, so I go to the next step and say, okay, it is important. So now I'm gonna analyze, should I do it now or do it later? Should I move A aside and do it now, or not? I will do it later and keep doing A because I was filtering and focusing on A. This is how you stay focused. I know someone, I believe Maya also, sent a question before the webinar asking, how can I take care of all the emergencies and all the things and all the, you know, all this, you know, stuff that we need to take care of to really live a balanced life and a successful life? And I tell people, plan and scan. When you plan, you see the picture, so your brain is at ease. And when you scan, you stop the interruption, you communicate, what do you want? You analyze if it is important or not. If it's not important, you say no with a reason. If it is important, you keep analyzing, should I do it now or do it later? If it is urgent, I'll do it now. If not urgent, but important, I will do it later. Now, normally, common sense, when you tell someone, okay, it is important, but please, let's do it later. They will tell you, no, 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 it's important, but I have to do it now. We have to do it now. You tell them later, they tell you now. What are we doing now? SCAN. We talked about
negotiation.
So now we are negotiating when is the best time to do it. So that's why I tell people plan and scan to do the best +1 you can. Because when we negotiate, I try to find with the other person when is the best time for both of us, because I will explain to them that I have also A that I'm taking care of, and you have this. It is important, but A, you know, it's really much more urgent to do it now, unless they show me that no, whatever they have is much more urgent. Okay, then I put A on the side, or I start doing, you know, what they have. Or as we are negotiating, and because I am at ease, not under pressure, I'm planning and scanning with the scan dance. I might, because my brain is full brain, I might come up with the idea of that you want me to do this now, and it is important, and I really would like to do it, but does it have to be done by me, or I can give it to someone else? And I start delegating. So it is still being done now, but maybe I negotiate with the person if someone else can do it, and I will follow up with them as part of my team. So when you are not under pressure, your brain is going to start finding better solutions, better, you know, exam solutions, because life is going to put you under test. And I don't want you to be under stress and under pressure when you are facing life major challenges. Plan and scan. Stop, communicate what do you want, analyze if what they want is important or not. If it is important, they say, okay, do it now or do it later, and then we negotiate. And that's what I called it, the scan dance. Okay, stop, what do you want, analyze, do it now, do it later, or no way, and let's negotiate. I really would like you to remember the scan, you know, terminologies and scan dance. Feel free to use it, but also feel free to use it with my name because it's copyrighted to, you know, Matters International USA, MLR Matters International USA. I created this with the 10+1 Matters to really help people plan and scan and do the best +1 they can. Having said this, with all honesty, this is all you need. This is all you really have to have in order to apply the 10+1 and live a balanced and successful life. I'm going to open the floor now for some, questions, and then show you, which is also something I like. Okay, we talked about the 10+1. Okay, we talked about the 10 matters for the balanced and successful life, and we talked about the +1 freedom to do the scan dance. Some people say, I cannot say no to the boss. I cannot stop the person, somebody, the boss or anybody else. And I tell them, if you don't stop people who are putting pressure on you and changing your schedule, you will never get your schedule done. And sometimes when your cup is full of all the interruptions that are causing you, and you are going to have a big mess because you are under pressure, people are going to come and blame you. And they're going to ask you, why you didn't do this? And you are going to tell them, because you gave me this, and you gave me this, and you gave me that. And guess what? They are going to blame you. Why you did not stop me? I gave you so many things. I did not know you are doing something much more important. So don't let people blame you, no matter what you do, as if you did not do anything. Have the freedom to scan them, stop them politely, communicate with them, analyze with them. Is it important or not? Is it urgent or not? Should we negotiate? Can we negotiate to leave it for later? Plan and scan to do the best +1 you can. In 2004, I was doing a workshop in Dubai, and it happened that Mr. Stephen Covey, God bless his soul now, he passed away years ago. He was also in the same hotel doing, a big workshop, a big seminar. And I got the chance to, meet him and gave him the planner. That was in 2004. And I told Dr. Covey about, the 10+1 matters. And I told him about the important, not important. You see, in my book, there is no important, not important, urgent, not urgent, this 4 matrix, the 4 quadrant matrix. And I told them, in my book, I don't have 4 quadrants, important, not important, urgent, not urgent. In my book, there is only 2 quadrants. Make it simple. It's important now or important later. Because if it's not important, I am not gonna do it. That's it. And we can negotiate if you want, but unless it is important, I am not going to think about it, whether I should do it now or do it later. In my planner matters, my to-do list is not a to-do list, because the to-do list, I call it to remember list. Many people are used to calling it the to-do list. That's not for time management. That's not for productivity. When you call it a to-do list, it's real. In reality, it is a remembering list. The real to-do list is when you have important matters with a schedule. Either do now or do later. Do Monday or do Tuesday. Do before noon or do afternoon. For every task, you have to give a time. You have to plan. And the minute you plan, you do the best +1 you can. When I told this to Dr. Covey, he really, and I told him about, the scan dance and the quadrant that I simplified to just 2. And we gave him the planner matters. And ever since 2004, this plan and scan became, what people, they say, the plan and scan and do the best +1 you can. It's now part of my, how people, say things, after the workshop. And I really would like you to keep repeating this after this webinar. Okay, what we need to do is plan and scan to do the best +1 we can. And this is how we keep a wise smile and full brain feedback. That's why we need to plan and scan, to move away from pressure and be at ease with full brain feedback and keep a smile. And from there on, I'm gonna trust God to do the rest, +1 and even more at his right time. This is what I wanted to discuss with you today. And now I'll open the floor for the discussions.
May I ask a question?
Sure.
Sometimes we get interrupted by, let's say, we take an order, or let's say we take a feedback to start a new plan or a new project, let's say. So if we want to follow the scan process, so it's relevant, it's important, it's urgent, I can't delegate it. So I should do it by myself within limited time, let's say. So then I should stop my plan, right? Is it right? The A plan, let's say, right?
Sure, sure.
So if it's happened many times, so I will fail to reach my goal with the A plan.
That's
So
true.
what can I think? It's sometimes I should think if it's what I get as an order or a something important to do. Is it relevant to my plan or not? So that's how usually, in my opinion, I take the advantages of taking new initiatives or new project. Is it relevant to my A plan or not? Because somehow during the business and what's happening now in the country, if we got interrupted many times, everything is important, everything is urgent. Most of the things I can't delegate. So I got interrupted. I can't complete my A plan. So in my opinion, I don't know if it's right or wrong. So I should still focusing on my A plan, and we'll see if the, let's say, the B plan is relevant to my initial plan, and how can I, let's say, link it together and achieve both.
Okay. I'm going to reply and answer with some elaboration on the feedback. You see, when you plan and scan, and you say, okay, I have to do this, and there is no way I can delegate it, and now I have two things, whatever came in as an interruption, and it's important, and what in my initial A plan, now I have two things, and I keep doing things, you know, and I'm now under this, you know, situation where I have so many things and less, you know, not enough time. If you look at the full brain feedback that I was discussing, the FEED, I tell people every time you have a challenge, in order for you to think really wise and think full brain and give yourself a good, you know, successful full brain feedback, start with the F, which is the fact. Now, Sharbil, what are the facts? You are telling me I have A, it's important, I have to do it, I cannot delegate it to anyone, that's a fact. And I had an interruption with another task, also important, equally important, also I cannot delegate, and da. So these are the facts. Can I do anything about this? The next one, the E, is emotion. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about having one task and another task, and they are both equally important? Are you happy? Are you concerned? Are you, you know, going crazy? How do you feel? The reason I'm asking how you feel, to tell you the truth, is because emotionally, if people don't care, if they say, okay, I have all of this, but I don't care, I will do whatever I can. So they're not going to do anything about it. But if you really emotionally do care and you don't like the situation and you want to change the situation, you will have some motivation, some real good, passionate motivation that will make you do a change. So how do you feel about this, if I ask you?
For me, I will take it like the lemon example. So I will take it as a gift to unleash my potential. Maybe I think for myself, I can deliver, let's say, 8/10 with this gift, or this, let's say the order is a gift for me. I can do 10/10. So it's, for me, it's a new potential, new challenge. So I will take it positively.
Very good. So now I'm taking it positively, emotionally. I'm taking it as an opportunity, and I'm going to do my, you know, the best +1. Now, as you are saying, I'm going to do my best +1, without you say, you know, you said it, but without you knowing, you touched on the E, the next E, the other E in the feedback, facts, emotion, and you went to the expectations without you knowing, because the brain, it's common sense. This is how the brain works. So you went to the expectation. I'm okay with 8/10. I'm happy with 9/10. It doesn't have to be perfect 100%. So you said, I'm going to do my best, even if I don't do it 100%. So you gave yourself some expectation that it's okay if I get 80% or 90% done. But in order for me to get 80% or 90% done, your brain will have to go into the D area in the brain. And the D area in the brain is the direction. How are you going to do it? Now you have A and you have the other one, and you are okay if you go 80% or 90%, if you achieve 80% or 90%, but you have to tell your brain how. And the only way to know how is by putting a new plan. Say, okay, I'm gonna do, you know, this part on Monday morning. Maybe I'm gonna start at 6 o'clock in the morning. Maybe I will start at 8. And I'm gonna still working, you know, stay at work until 7 o'clock at night. I'm okay for this week. Maybe I will do it for 2 weeks, but I'm not gonna do it for life, working under pressure, doing so many things, okay? Because then I will not have a balanced life. When you put the D, the direction to accomplish, okay, the 2 tasks that you have at hand, now you are planning and scanning with a full brain feedback, and you are happy emotionally, you are satisfied, you are doing something you like, okay? It is a fact that things, you know, are coming your way. You are saying, okay, thanks God, at least I have work. And you have to put the D, the direction to do it. Otherwise, it will just be an expectation. Okay, I'll be okay with 80% and let's see how it goes. No, it's not let's see how it goes. I need to put a plan to see how it goes. When you put your plan, with things that, you know, are under the plan, then you can see the picture, whether it can really work or not. Can it really be accomplished or not? Okay. And if it cannot be accomplished, because you are planning and you are seeing the picture, trust me, your brain by itself is going to find out another plan B, plan C, and it's going to tell you, okay, I need to go and talk to this boss, you know, or to whomever gave me the extra work, and tell them, you know what, look at my plan. I really have so many things to do. If you don't mind, it will be great if I can delegate the task or part of the task to someone to help me, so we can finish it at 80%, 90%, or even 100%, but I cannot do both at the same time. I need to delegate, I need some help. And when you talk to people with a plan, you show them the picture, they are going to understand more to get you the help you need, or the you know, the extra team member or the delegation that you need. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for your question. Any other questions? How are we doing on time? 7:23.
Doctor, can we use the mind mapping as a replacement of the planner? We used to work with the mind mapping. It's a program. It works on Windows. That we plan something. We put in the center the main subject that we want, and we have like arms that make the main subjects we use, or the main ideas that we can do, and we go through every arm with procedures that would implement it. So can we use something like that? It's I previously used it, especially in diploma or MBA. I used this as a way of explaining my idea.
I really love what you just said, because mind mapping is also a great tool to be able to see the picture. Again, I tell you, anything you do for the brain to see the picture is wonderful. Okay, the minute you let the brain see the picture, you are helping the brain to accomplish more. Mind mapping is a great tool, like I said. You can draw, you know, the roadmap or the strategy, or how, you know, the plan, whatever it is, okay, in order to achieve what you need to achieve. Definitely you can do that. And back in 2000, probably, I wish I can find the photo now. Back in 2000, 2000 probably 5 or so, I had like, I'll show you in a minute. I'll share it. Special pictures.
Yeah.
Let me do that. Another picture.
Can we say that mind mapping will work best if we have visual memory?
Definitely. I mean, that's what mind mapping is going to help you do. You know, to visualize. Let me share this with you. It helps you visualize what you have to do. Do you guys see what I'm sharing now?
No, still no.
Let me go to share. Share. Here's another. In 2005, I thought it was 2015. In 2005, with Dr. Buzan, Tony Buzan, who's the mind map master.
Yeah.
And I agree that it is a great tool for you to see the picture and help your brain to see what needs to be done and how you can do it and visualize it and have this picture in your brain so you can always, you know, get back to it and get it done.
Yes. Yep.
So if we want to summarize, okay, what we did today, we talked about, you know, 10+1 matters for a balanced and happy and successful life. Using the planner matters, and those who are interested, let me know. I will share with you the application. It's the MLR+1 Matters app for making leadership reality. It will help you to plan and scan and do the best +1 you can. This app is going to have also some icons for consultancy or whatever, so you can stay in touch and really stay and lead higher productivity in a very simple tool and in a very simple way, and keeping in touch when you need help. We talked about the 10+1 matters. To simplify them again, what are they? You know, the first F was take care of your
fitness.
Take care of your fitness. And we said how, you know, starting tomorrow morning, okay, just wake up, say, oh yes, do 5 minutes, you know, of exercising and take care of yourself. And then the next F,
family.
Have some time, you know, quality time in the morning with your family. And then the next F,
finance.
Take care of your financials. Don't spend more than you are making, and try to put 10% aside, okay? And by doing so, your brain will stay at ease and you can make more money later on, just because you are living a balanced life. You are not out of control, you are in control. The number 4F is take care of your
friends.
And always stay with the positive friends, people who are really giving you some quality, okay? Quality relationships. And control, alternate, delete all the bad people out of your life. And the number 5F,
fun.
Have fun. Count your blessings and don't count your troubles. And always be happy and be thankful. I'm saying this over and over again. And when you have lemon, make lemonade, okay? With your twist, with your +1. With those things we said, we are ready to have a successful life, starting with having what in yourself?
Faith.
Have faith in yourself and faith in God. To do your best +1, and God will do the rest +1 and even more at his right time. Don't put pressure on God. Number 2 in the successful life, okay? We have to do what? Focus on your goals. Focus on the things that you have to do. What do I have to do today? What do I have to do this week? What do I have? Just focus on these important things. And when you focus on them, you need to do what? Number 3?
Forecast.
Forecast a plan. Forecast a plan. It takes you 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour to put a plan. Whether you use a planner, whether you use a mind map, whether you use, you know, whatever it is, but you have to see the picture, because when you see the picture, your brain will be happy. Your brain will be cool. It will not be under pressure. And then you start fulfilling the plan. As I am fulfilling the plan, I get interruptions from here and there. What do?
Plan and scan.
Exactly, plan and scan. Stop, communicate, analyze, do it now, do it later, or no way, negotiate. So you plan and scan. And at the end, we need to do the freedom, okay? The freedom to scan, and we need to do the feedback with facts, emotions, expectations, you know, what's the goal, what I need to do, let me think again, and put a direction, take the decision and put directions to achieve that. And that's the full brain feedback. When you do this over and over and over again, I am sure you will reach your goals and you will lead higher productivity +1. This is it for me.
I would like to thank you for your time and for this lovely, practical, and important session.
Thank you, Doctor. It was a pleasure.
It's my pleasure.
Have this
Thank you so much,
lecture.
Antoine, and everybody involved in the HR Pro Drive. It's really my pleasure to share with you the 10+1 matters, and I hope to do even more of the HR Planner Matters workshops.